Happy lunch hour, guys. All right. It seems to be energy, seems to be the topic of conversation today all over the place. There's more and more information coming out on this Nord Stream 2 explosion. If you haven't seen what's going on, not apparently, it's happened. There was a huge leak in the Nord Stream 2 pipeline somewhere in the Baltic Sea. All right. So I've been following this and didn't want to jump on anything until more information came out to find out what's going on. And this ain't looking pretty. Okay. We're now hearing that the Nord Stream 2 was probably sabotage. Okay. At least that is what a bunch of European Union leaders are saying, okay, that they expect this to be sabotage. Now I want to give you this as to what we're looking at here with this. There is a bubble field, I guess, if you will, that's nearly a kilometer around with because it looks like a hurricane, okay, with a hole in the center that's about 200 meters. This is a huge hole in this pipeline. Now, this isn't something that's just like a little piece of pipe, okay? The pipe has a diameter of 1.1 meters, all right? So it's about 4 feet or so wide. It's a big pipeline, all right? There's steel pipes surrounded by concrete, okay? Each one of them, each section, there's 100,000 sections of pipe in this pipeline. Each section weighs 24 tons, all right? So this isn't something that is flimsy or whatever would be. In the area where the explosion is, the pipeline runs anywhere between 80 and 110 meters deep. Start doing the math. That's 300 to 450 feet. You're not getting some guy with scuba gear going down there and doing it. Okay? So if they're saying this is sabotage, that only basically leaves two things in my mind. Either a depth charge, okay, which you would see a surface ship up there do something. I mean, that would be easily caught on satellite, or a submarine. Now, I want you to watch this real quick.
Let me answer the first question first. If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that exactly? Since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control.
We will. I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
So now think about this. The pipeline's owned by Germany, or German control, let's put it this way, and it's pumping Russian gas. Well, the Russians would have no reason to blow up the pipeline because all they've got to do is turn the switch to off. Okay, that's pretty simple. The Germans certainly aren't going to do it because that would basically kill them from getting any sort of energy. So what does that leave? Joe's comment from February 7th, all right? And just so you have an idea, that comment was brought up today, all right? Again, that's a Twitter feed from ABC News, liberal ABC News. Just saying. Now, you get into the depths of this. Oh, could it have been an explosion? According to, and I got to go back to this real quick. Let me find it. where was it? This thing measured on the Richter scale, all right, of, okay, here we go. This is from Swedish broadcaster SVT from Sweden, okay, reported that the Swedish National Seismic Network detected 2 underwater explosions near the Nord Stream pipeline on Monday. Quote, one of the explosions had a magnitude of 2.3 and was registered at as many as 30 measuring stations in southern Sweden. Now let's think about this. You are going through a steel and concrete tube that each section weighs 100,000, or what did I say it weighs? However many tons. I'm sorry, I'm trying to flip through too many screens here so I can get all this at the same time. I'm not trying to play conspiracy theorist here at all. I'm just trying to use a little bit of logic. This sure sounds like a missile to me. And Joe saying in the clip I just showed you that we'll put an end to this, to Nord Stream 2, if Russia goes into Ukraine. Russia's gone into Ukraine, right? And all of a sudden now this happens. The same time, again, let's put puzzle pieces together. The same time Russia calls up 300,000 reservists, and within a day or two, we have a massive explosion in the pipeline that the U.S. has never supported, okay? Going back to the Trump presidency, the U.S. did not support this, okay? We were putting sanctions against countries because of this. We were adamantly opposed to this. So this is both sides, okay? I don't know how much necessarily Trump was doing it, but Congress certainly, okay, was against this. And, you know, then Joe coming out and saying, we'll put an end to this. You know, then you get the other comment that the Biden administration put out today. The U.S. is, quote, ready to provide support to Europe after the Nord Stream pipeline system explosion. Yeah, what does that mean? That means we're going to send a whole lot of liquefied natural gas over on cargo ships, you know, tankers, to Europe? Okay. So let's think about this, because obviously there's international investigations going on to what happened. Joe wants to get money from Europe, or wants to, again, I'm not going conspiracy theorist, I'm just saying here, gee, let's see if we can somehow stop the flow of gas to Europe, petroleum product, okay? I don't think Greenpeace has the ability to blow up a pipeline, you know, 400 feet deep. But, so now you get an international investigation. It's going to come out what caused this. Somehow, some way, they're going to figure it out. Now, let's say we are sending over a bunch of cargoes, or a bunch of tankers full of natural gas to Europe, to U.S. making money, okay, the government making money, you know, trying to do this, right? You know, let's cause problems to do it. If it turns out that this was a terrorist attack by anybody, let's say it was by ISIS or Al-Qaeda or Hezbollah or whoever, okay, you don't think that the combined efforts of, oh, I don't know, Russia, Germany, whatever, are going to be out for revenge? Let's say, just for the sake of argument, that this is Biden's doing. Let's just think. And now Europe completely turns on the U.S. because of this, Germany at least. Okay, Russia certainly, all right. Joe wants a war. I certainly wouldn't want to be one of the crew members on one of those tankers. You know what I mean? There's a lot of speculation that's going on right now, but the news is coming out, and this is, again, something that bears a lot of watching and a lot of foresight to kind of, as a prepper, as a think of what's coming forward. We always prepare for the worst and hope for the best, right? Pray for the best. Let's Hope to God it wasn't Joe's involvement.